is a hot dog a sandwich, and why?
Yes, it's in a bun. Just like a burger is a sandwich.
The ongoing series about the life of the people touched by the love of the Pacific. Here are their stories. This is Highway 54.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, half a day, Jay. What's going on?
What's up, man? Half a day.
No, dude, it's been a journey, bro. I think the last time we saw each other was back in 2013.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Back
And then,
in Japan. Yeah.
Oh, back in Japan. I know most of the people on the show here and on I've been interviewing most of them either from Guam, number one, or from Japan. We all met, so
Yeah.
that's why I have this podcast to kind of really just highlight us, because we don't have something for us.
Yeah.
And now that COVID has happened, I see everybody on Facebook, especially you, Instagram, and I see what people are doing, and so I really want to highlight, you, what you've been up to. I know you moved from Japan to Washington, about an hour away from Seattle, and I know you were you're a personal trainer.
Correct.
Successful for that, and then you started this little company. That not unusual. I think a lot of people do that, but how did you get this? So it's called Be AthElite, geared to more of the professional athletes or personal training. So what got you started and why?
Yeah, so Be AthElite, it's just a clothing brand that I started, stemming from my personal training, actually. So personal training for a while now, probably, about 10 years.
Okay.
And I did a lot of one-on-one, face-to-face training. And then now mostly everything's online training. So
okay.
As of right now, I do all online training. I don't provide any one-on-one face-to-face training. So I had clients ask me about my personal training. It's like, hey, can you make me a sweatshirt with your personal training, company on there? I was like, okay. Yeah. So I went out, sourced a couple sweatshirts and t-shirts, and just gave it to my clients as a gift, for participating and giving me the opportunity to train them. And, I found like a niche because I would design the actual design on the shirt. So I was like, yeah, let me just try it out. So a few years went by after personal, making some of these designs, and I was like, let me just try to make it. And I bought the equipment for it.
Oh, okay.
And just started pressing shirts just to see how they look.
Yeah.
And it's not easy, man.
Yeah.
Definitely not easy.
Imagine, yeah.
And I use a lot of shirts as rags now because I messed up a lot.
Oh, yeah.
No, but yeah, it's that's how it started for my personal training business. Clients wanting just some kind of apparel to wear that had my name on it.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, let me go from there and see how this works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you do any like research or YouTube or and phone home somebody and say, hey,
technology nowadays can help you out in so many ways. So I did a lot of research on the internet, like material. I even learned how to sew. So.
Oh wow! Really?
Yeah, I learned how to sew. I know how to use a sewing machine now, which is actually pretty cool.
Okay.
I learned how to use software. How to design. Different softwares out there, and material was the big thing for me.
Okay.
Because you can just get a shirt and just make it, and it's very simple.
Yeah.
But with training people, you had to be able to give them clothes that they could work out in, and they can, stretch, run, jump, and do all kinds of body movements, so they can feel better in their clothes.
Okay.
And something that's breathable too.
Okay.
So, big companies, Adidas, Nike,
Yeah, yeah.
All these big companies have these great materials, so I kind of sourced out some materials and try to figure it out
Mhm.
on my own, and got a lot of samples.
Yeah.
I actually played with it for about a year before I even started,
Mhm.
and just try to figure out how I wanted to incorporate um, my designs into certain clothings, and just see where I could take it.
Okay.
So, so yeah, that's
There you go. Yeah. So, I mean, so how do you come up with these ideas of what to put on the shirt? What inspired you, or certain your events in your life, or are you just kind of like, as you're in the gym and working out, certain things people say or stuff that you would say?
I most of it's from what I would say to clients. Like one of my favorite phrases is "keep pushing and keep inspiring."
Yeah.
Um, I said that to one of my first clients ever,
Okay.
um, and that just stuck with me for the past 9 years. It's just those words, and yeah, um, people, come to me for motivation
Yeah.
in certain ways. So you know, um, and you, as a personal trainer, you kind of find something within you to give motivational, talks to your clients,
Yeah.
and I just try to put these into words. And positivity is one of my favorite things
Yeah. Yeah.
um, about this brand and my training and life. So um, positive vibes, stay positive, you know,
Yeah.
everything about
It
all that.
seems like sometimes the most simple phrases or words or even design is actually, that in Japan they have the
Hmm.
simplicity says a lot, right? And I feel like seeing a lot of your designs and shirt, that's it's not intricate, but it means a lot
Yeah.
because it's so simple, but
Hmm.
impactful. You know, from the
Yeah.
first couple designs that you started, and then till now, as you know, life changes, events happen.
Hmm.
You start getting more into other issues or things that's happening in your life, right?
Hmm.
Um, so I know you recently just came out with unfortunate news for yourself, and
Yeah.
I know you're pretty open about it. Did you want to talk about that, or?
Yeah. I'm pretty open about it because mentally I had to be strong. And one way to be mentally strong about it was to express my emotions.
Mhm.
And yeah, so back in November, I was actually diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Um, it's it was not the news you wanted to hear ever
Oh,
in your life, and but yeah, when I first got the call from the doctor, um, just thinking, I went in for a checkup to make sure. I had some pains here and there. My body wasn't feeling right,
yeah, yeah,
so I wanted to just check on myself just to see where I'm at. Everything looked great, and then the doctor just straight told me, hey, you need to come in for a more thorough examination. We found some tumors, and you have a high tumor cell count in your blood.
mhm,
Um, so a couple appointments after that, they diagnosed me at stage 4 just due to my numbers are really high, and yeah, it really impacted me
yeah,
since November. It's something I never thought that could happen to me.
mhm.
I don't wish that on anybody,
Oh no, no,
not at all. And people who are actually been through or gone through it or survived it or
yeah,
battling it right now,
mm,
it, it's not easy. But support from everybody, your family, friends, loved ones, whatever,
yeah,
goes a long way.
yeah, yeah,
Even very little words too go a long way in my mind right now.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, they even say, time is precious and everything like that, and it really impacts you now with time.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, I do have cancer. I am battling cancer. I'm going through some treatments right now.
Okay.
Treatments are gonna get a little more intense here soon, just due to um, more circumstances that arise
Yeah.
during my treatment
Yeah.
and my lab work. So the next few months could be kind of rough, but I'm ready. You know,
Yeah.
I'm mentally prepared to just take on whatever comes at me. So
I mean, it's good that we come from an island of big family, and
Yeah.
from what you told me, like most of your at least immediate family are there with you.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it easier now that most of your family, your immediate families, with you around you.
Yes, definitely. Helps you. It gives me that backbone, you
Yeah.
know, and questions I don't ask, they help me come up with, like, hey, you need to ask this, and also, like, due to COVID,
Yeah.
going through, it's like going by yourself to these treatments. You can't really have anyone with you now,
Yeah.
and yeah, you feel alone.
Yeah.
But I learned how to use that time wisely while I'm in treatment to keep my brain off of things.
Yeah.
I start designing, and I started writing.
Yeah.
So I have a little notepad journal that I bring with me every time I go in,
Nice.
and just write whatever's on my brain, or
Yeah.
what's going on at that moment.
So for me, I have slight PTSD, and so I come from a big family. I say big,
Yeah.
I mean big family, where
Yeah.
if everybody is like 27, 28 of us immediately. So coming home, it helps to have my family around me.
Yeah.
I've got a little kid. I got 17 nieces and nephews. And so the youngest is barely 2 years old. The oldest is
Nice.
like 24. So my saving grace is just like for you, having that family here with me.
Mhm.
My fiance is still in Japan, but good to have family around. Even if the unfortunate events for anybody goes through personally, at
Yeah.
least you have a family unit to kind of lean on to when things get tough. So I feel you,
Yeah.
man. It hit me like a ton of bricks because we were close at one time, especially
Mhm.
from Japan, and for us, not too many of us came from Guam, so there's only like a handful of us in our lives that we can have two things in common.
Yeah.
That we spent lots of drinking, and actually, I never remember you drinking.
I didn't
Oh.
drink too much, man.
You didn't drink that much, right?
No, I'm
We
not a
did.
big I'm not a big drinker.
Oh yeah,
But I mean, I don't mind having a few back.
yeah. I'd slow down. I slowed down big time. Just because number one, just getting older, and number two, it's not fun. Like I'll drink like a beer, like here, but it's not like you want to get smashed or Balatsu. Like no.
Oh yeah, man.
I've done that back when we were young airmen.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
I've done that too many times.
Yeah.
I'll
So-
never drink again. Oh wait,
I
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Every so often, it depends on like a birthday or I'll throw back a shot or two or three.
Yeah.
Not to
Or
the point
four.
where or four, whatever. Pretty much, if I have the right combination of eating, drinking some water, taking shots, and then
That's the way to do it, man.
spread it out. Like, oh, okay, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. But yeah, I drink socially now versus like, oh, I have to drink or
Yeah.
gotta get fucked up and like
Yeah.
just to go out. I don't like going out as much as like before, even though I'm a DJ.
Yeah.
I mean, if I DJ'd, I just DJ. I didn't like going down on the floor and dancing
Yeah.
with people like that. So I know those days are over. When you go past 35, 36, 40,
Yeah.
you're like, I'd rather
I know what you
be
mean.
at home. Yeah. Well, the one thing, not just because we have things in common with Japan and Guam, is being insightful about the little thing, and that's why I kind of gravitated to your t-shirts.
Hmm.
I always wanted to do a t-shirt company or something like that, but then it's I know it's challenging, it's time
Yeah,
consuming,
it is.
and then you're like buying the right material, buying enough material. I don't have enough. Oh shit, I got like 100 orders. Like
Yeah,
oh,
it's a roller coaster, that's for sure, man.
I know. What is the funnest experience you've had, on this journey of making, an apparel?
One of the funnest thing is like you wearing my shirt.
Thank you,
Uh,
thank you.
uh, y- everything starts in your brain. So
Yeah,
putting your idea into the design and then the design on a material,
yeah,
and then just putting it out there. Just to, I think it's great. I think it'll, you know, touch someone in a certain way, or
yeah, yeah,
just think it's a cool design.
yeah, yeah,
And when I see someone wearing my design, or just actually just wearing one of my shirts,
yeah, yeah.
it like freaks me out a little bit, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm like, holy cow, that's cool, man.
Oh, good.
I
Yeah,
did
and
that.
that's why I took a picture of myself. Like, oh man, because so this background is my studio background
Yeah.
on all my podcasts. So I took a picture of that with that background. So you have that picture. And
Uh-huh.
then I said, you know what? I did the next day. I went out like, oh, let me go out, and I had the COVID mask and the face mask. Oh,
Yeah,
let me take a picture of that.
I saw that, man. That's so cool.
Yeah, yeah. So,
But
and
yeah, that's
but
that's
I have
one of my
another
favorite
friend.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have another friend who owns like a custom tailored shop too, and so I like to support local,
Hmm.
and, especially with people that I
Yeah.
actually know and broke bread with and drank with, and
Hmm.
so I understand, especially now, local support local uh,
Hmm.
entrepreneurs, and this is the age of if you want to live your dream, where everybody's able to do it.
Yeah,
And so you are,
definitely.
yeah, you were one of them, of my many friends and family that, they had an idea on their mind, they had it in their heart, and like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that's basically what I said.
Do you remember see Carl? See Carl Cruz?
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, he started his brand. I mean, he just started
Yeah, I
his
know.
brand, and unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to get anything from him. I
Yeah.
wanted to, but and then you want to ask people because he had some stock, but then so I see Travis and those guys. Like I don't want to
Hmm.
bother too much, but probably
Yeah.
not there anymore. Stickers and t-shirts. So and
Hmm.
then we have a friend, Andy, who started Crowns,
Yeah.
and I remember him because you were there.
I was
Like
there.
they just came. Like Carl and Norma just picked them up and was like, "Hey, you're from Guam." Like, okay, come to their
Yeah.
house. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Dude,
remember,
I
yeah.
actually went to high school, and I grew up with his family, like his
Oh,
brother
okay.
Ryan and Steve.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, the Alcantara family back in
yeah.
Guam. I mean, they're from Mendiola too. So we went.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
I used to see Randy play ball when he was like
Oh, man.
when he was young. I
Oh,
saw him
yeah,
grow up.
yeah,
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 so
yeah.
we were pretty tight when I saw him in Japan. I was like, "Whoa, you're here! Holy cow,
Oh,
I haven't seen you in years, man." But yeah,
were you guys oh, he was, a little bit younger than you?
yeah, he's a gosh, I'm old, man. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
He's probably like 5 years younger, maybe
oh, okay, okay, okay.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
but him and his
I'm
brother Ryan and I are the same age.
oh, gotcha. Well, that's awesome, man. I mean, when we say Guam is a small island, it is. Even if you don't know them, you know somebody that knows them, that knows them, that knows
Uh,
me, right?
yeah,
And it's the same with when I go around, especially in the military world, where like, hey, you know Jason? Yeah, I know Jason. Hey, you know Ron? Yeah, I
yeah,
know Ron. Like, and even though it is a small island, there's always a connection somewhere.
yeah,
This
definitely.
person knows this person. So it means a lot too. Like when we
Hmm.
support each other, especially from Guam, when we
Yeah.
support each other, because there's not that many of us out there, and
Hmm.
so it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty exciting. I think I started seeing your stuff like the middle of last year, I think. and then
Yeah.
I didn't think of it too much until like
Hmm.
maybe a month later. Um, so are you the only one printing shirts, or do you have someone helping you?
Uh, it's me, myself, and
Oh yeah.
I
Okay.
doing the shirts.
Okay.
Probably majority of the designs,
Okay.
but I get so much inspiration from a lot of people
Okay.
that help me create, what I have right now.
Yeah, sure.
And but yeah, it's me solo right now.
Okay. So you see down below,
Yeah,
you have your Facebook and then your web page there.
correct.
Do you have a Etsy or eBay? No.
No, it's just the website
Those
and
two. Okay.
Facebook and Instagram and stuff.
Okay.
So
Awesome, man.
that's pretty much it right now.
So if you had to give any advice to people who are looking at this now, or even thinking about starting an apparel, whether it be
Mhm.
hats, t-shirts, bags, and all that, what would be some good advice for people to get started at least?
Yeah, one of my advices is just do your research first. Um, you know, dreams can be big in your head, but then it can get you slowly get to realize the the real part of it as you try to push it out. But
Yeah,
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 just do your research. Don't give up on it. That's what happens the most. People, they give up on certain things, and just don't give up. Just keep pushing for what you want. You'll find a way to make it happen if you
yeah,
really really want it. And yeah, just do your research. Don't give up, and always feel like you could be taught. Never think like you know everything.
yeah,
Um, you know, there's just so much to learn,
yeah,
and always soak it in.
yeah,
Always be knowledgeable, and always feel like you can learn from everything, and not just, okay, I'm sticking to this, I know this, and I'm okay.
yeah,
Never settle.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely not. You don't want to, because there's just so much out there. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
and
And there's
that's.
so many people who've done it before
Hmm.
yourself.
Hmm.
So you try to get as much information as you can, and try to, when you do start your company, that
Hmm.
you can avoid by just listening to you or to other people who've done it before,
Yeah,
and make it easier. Yeah.
yeah. I
Great.
mean, just
Was there anybody that kind of helped you out in a big way?
um, there's a lot of people that help me out. I can't just pinpoint one person. Um, a lot of it did with my clients from personal training. Um, a lot of them were just like, just go for it.
Yeah.
I'll pitch the idea to them, and they're like, yeah, just go for it. I was like, all right, okay. And then no family members like, you haven't done it yet? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
There was just more to it. And then last year I just launched. So the reason why I just launched, because I just went for it, man. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm ready. I'm just okay. Pushing that published website
Oh man.
was one of the most handshaking things. You're like,
Oh
okay,
man.
what happens now? Type of
Yeah.
thing. And
Awesome.
then it got quiet for a few seconds. I'm like, I'm live. Okay.
Yeah.
but but yeah, many people impacted me
Yeah.
to start this company, and I just can't even pinpoint one person. Just so many people had roles to help
Yeah.
me out. So
Awesome. Well, great, man. I'm super excited,
yeah,
and I'm hopefully this video will be shared, and your website there, you have it down there to people at
yeah,
least hit, and support. So great. So we're sponsored by Poddex, and Poddex are the hottest new tools for podcasters looking to have more meaningful conversations or gamify their podcast. Now, all you have to do is simply shuffle up the decks, and they
okay,
come in little packs and cards. So this is like an interview deck,
okay.
another interview deck, and then we have like episode decks. So
Oh
for
man,
those, helps out people to just kind of make their podcast more interesting and the
okay,
conversation. So if you're a new podcast and you would like to get these, go to poddex.com and use Highway 54 for 10% off your first order. So got some
sweet.
questions. just going to ask questions randomly, and you just give me the best answer.
Okay.
Cool.
Here we
All
go.
right. Here you go. Number one, is a hot dog a sandwich, and why?
Yes, it's in a bun. Just like a burger is a sandwich. But yeah.
What is your most unusual talent?
Dang. I don't know. I don't know what my unusual talent is.
Singing? No. I've never actually heard you sing.
Yeah, I can't sing, so yeah, that would be my unusual talent. No, I'm just kidding.
Would you rather go 30 days without your phone or your entire life without dessert? I probably know the answer.
I would go my entire life without dessert.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know that.
You already knew that?
Yeah, I mean, you're a guy. So, all right. What's something that people think makes them look cool, but actually makes them look dumb? Okay.
Sunglasses. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Certain
I can't-
sunglasses, man.
Sunglasses.
Like
Sunglasses in
it's, like sunglasses. If they're like, I don't know, it covers their whole face, or I
yeah.
don't know.
Have you ever worn clothing with labels on them?
All the time? No.
No.
Yeah, I have. like the tag that's still on there. Yeah, I've done that.
On hats, I don't take it off. I leave it on.
Yeah.
T-shirts, it's by accident, not on purpose. But yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather be the best player or on a horrible team, or the worst player on a great team?
Gosh. I'd probably be the worst player on the best team. You know. Yeah. I could still win a championship and still be on the bench.
Yeah. Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin, I love you, but no, you didn't do that much.
Hey, man.
A ring's a ring. A ring's a ring.
Hey, I'll contribute.
Oh, there you go. Would you rather give up all drinks except for water, or give up eating anything that was cooked in an oven?
Gosh, probably all drinks except water. Yeah.
Would you rather eat unlimited sushi or unlimited tacos for life?
Oh man, you had it. Today's Tuesday too. I'll go unlimited sushi, man, on that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I love tacos, but sushi.
I love tacos, man. Yeah.
Sushi, though. Let's see. What is your greatest regret, if you have any?
Not listening to certain things in life. I think that's probably one of my regrets, just not listening to certain things that taught me, learn the hard way, basically, without listening to certain things. So yeah, that's probably one.
Well, the opposite. What's your greatest achievement?
My kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moment.
Yeah, man. Couldn't do it. They're my biggest inspiration too, man.
When you think about success, who comes to mind? Why?
Success? I think it would be one of them. It's probably Martin Luther King Jr. He's one man that had one of the biggest impacts in the world.
Yeah.
Not by action, or not by fist or anything like that. It's his words.
Yeah.
His words were a huge impact, and and he followed his dream. And he helped America, changed America in so many ways. But yeah, he's one of the biggest impacts I find.
So, with that, segue into does words matter?
Words matter about 100% of the time. Words matter. I feel like to express yourself there's different ways to do it, but words actually um, can make you feel emotional, personal. Well, for me at least,
Yeah.
and physical. You know, it could bring out so many things in you just by um, hearing words or just reading them too. So words do matter.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Big time. Especially with me, I grew up with music,
Yeah,
and music and words, and can bring you to back to a time where you're in that moment. Whether you be
yeah,
sad, happy,
yeah.
success. A moment in time where you had fun with certain people. So, very last question here:
Sure.
if you could send a message to the entire world,
Oof.
what would you say?
Love yourself. That's one thing you got to do first is to always love yourself so you can actually use love to spread around, your world. Um, you know, Try to be positive as much as you can. I know life is up and down, but if you try to keep your brain and your heart separated, that can go a long way. You don't want, because sometimes your heart will tell you what to do, or your brain will tell you what to do, what your heart doesn't want. But just separate the two. Now you'll be okay, man. I think going through what I'm going through right now, time's important. So cherish every second, as much as you can, especially with your loved ones and your family. I always tell everyone now, just take pictures, man. I don't care what it is. Just capture what you can right now. And that's what I've been doing a lot lately, just taking pictures,
Yeah.
always snapping away. It could be something funny or weird or dumb, but whatever. It's something that brings me joy. But yeah, never give up on what you want to do. Always push yourself to get what you want, because it's never going to be handed to you at all. Like I say, keep pushing, keep inspiring. Always spread the positive vibes, and shock is up, man, all the
Shock
time. Yeah.
Awesome,
Throw it
brother.
up.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
yeah.
Ladies
Anytime,
and
man.
gentlemen, Highway 54, the very first time on my podcast. My dear friend from Guam to Japan to Washington and here in California, Jason Lee Mendiola.
Yeah. Thanks,
All right.
Floyd. I appreciate
Thank you very
it.
much. Thank you.
Thanks. All right.
We hope you enjoyed the show today. Do us a favor and click on the like button or share our podcast. Thanks for listening. Till next time, we are Highway 54.